Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Pisces. If Pisces is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's see what these tea leaves have to say today. And so, oh, there's a big face. And so this is a bonus reading for Pisces. Pisces usually comes out on Wednesdays, so mark your calendar. And if you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the videos are coming out. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So, let's see. I see a big face here. We have maybe like some eyes, but a beard. Kind of a longer beard. Maybe kind of a mustache, lips. And so if that is familiar to you, if that comes up as somebody that you can think of, it seems like a very big energy right now. Okay, in some way, this seems important. So we're going to keep going. See what else we have. Okay. Huh. So we have a lobster. We also have kind of a, kind of a grimace, not a very happy face. We have the eyes, nose, mouth. And so, okay, so I want to talk about this. Our card is the Six of Discs or Pentacles. We're using the Hermetic Tarot deck, which when I do bonus readings, I'm using some of my other decks. I usually use the Thoth, but it says this is the Lord of Material Success. And we know the Six of Discs or Pentacles, coins, whatever you want to call it, it is the card of success. And it's just that. So some kind of monetary gain, either, within your work, business, maybe money coming into your life, some kind of like win or, creative endeavor, something, money left to you. But I'm looking at this and it seems like there's somebody who is kind of in the background, not very happy about what's going on. We have the lobster or crawfish. This has to do with the moon card, La Luna. If you can think of this, the kind of archetypal depiction, the moon, the waters, and the crawfish or lobster. And it is a sign of stress, depression, anger, frustration, wanting to give up. And so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you're doing well. You have it going on right now. And there's somebody around. I don't know if it's this beard person. This doesn't necessarily look, I don't think it is, but I think that there is somebody who's just really not excited about you doing so well. I think that this is like maybe somebody who feels like they've been in competition with you, and the strange thing is because they're so mixed into all this other stuff, I really feel like this is like somebody who is just kind of watching your story play out. And maybe this is through like social media. We maybe even have done this ourselves, on whatever, Facebook or wherever else. just watched somebody who we know, maybe from high school or, you know, a friend or old friend or family member or whatever, and they're doing so well and they're posting stuff. It makes their life look really awesome, and you just kind of are in a bad place. You know, things maybe aren't going well for you right now, and you just kind of are like, ugh, you know, I don't, I don't like that. Well, you know, and this is something that is, I would say, normal to some degree. Hopefully, you know, as soon as you start feeling this, we start to think about, why are we feeling this way? You know, we start to process some of these feelings and where the roots really go to. But then there are people who just like to be haters. They just thrive off of it. Okay. Their whole existence is about finding things to complain about, okay, or dislike, or we all know people. We all know people. You don't know even one thing that they do like, but you know a million things that they absolutely can't stand, right? And I feel like this is kind of that energy. Not necessarily dangerous, not predatory, but somebody who just kind of is a sourpuss, you know, and not somebody that is bringing good energy. So, you know, this is a good time, cleansing, fortifying, getting some kind of talisman, making a sigil, whatever it is, blocking them. You maybe can think of who I'm talking about. I don't know. But, you know, warding off the evil eye. That's what I would do. And we have an eye right here, you know, so, that might be something to work on, a little project, if you will. But listen, we also have this large flower. We have another flower, and I was trying to think, what is this flower? I can't think of what it, and I can think, it's like a purple. My acquired mother, she has a whole bunch of white ones and blue ones. It's kind of like a big bush, and I can't think of what they are. But anyways, you know, they are beautiful, and there seems to be an abundance right now. Okay. I feel like you are in full bloom. You are just really, you've been doing so well with the work you've been putting into whatever it is, your new career, your job, this, you know, series of creative endeavors I've been seeing in the readings. You know, and staying focused, staying on task, even when you are really feeling like, I just want to give up. I just really want to take a break right now. And as we have talked about, you know, it's really important to let yourself have breaks. You know, you're sleeping well, moving your body to your level of ability, doing intentional movement, you know, doing things that you love, that feel, you know, inspiring. They kind of fill your cup, things that are pleasurable, enjoyable, but not taking too much time to just idle, you know, because they think that, you know, Pisces, you're just one of these signs, and I think even kind of, I'm a solar Virgo, and I think this is true of Virgos in some ways, a little bit different, because I think we abandon things before they're done sometimes, and it drives us up a wall, right? And then we have a whole long, you know, we have a whole closet full of things that need to get finished, basically. But for Pisces, I think that it's hard to pick up where you left off. When you are in alignment with something, when something has momentum going, when you take too much time away from it, it's almost impossible to get back into that place. You get bored with stuff. You want to move on to something else. You have to be kind of really in the thing. Okay, and so I really want you to stay with what you're doing. Of course, like I said, take those breaks where you can. But, you know, don't put it down for too long. It's like, you know what? It's like going to the gym or something. Yeah, and I think of this because this is my problem, my ever problem with intentional movement. I have great expectations. I go for, you know, a few months. I'll get really into something, and then, you know, things happen. You get sick. I have a kid. We're busy. I don't have a time in the schedule right now. I'm going to skip a day, and then the next week I skip like 2 or 3 days. The next thing you know, it's like been a couple of weeks, and, you know, it's hard to get going again. It is. So stick with what you're doing. This is important. This is an important part of your life. And I see this. We have kind of, it almost looks like a statue with the arm raised, and then we have a person over here raising the arm, kind of meeting the statue, living the dream, striving towards the dream. Okay, there really is a sense of meeting this place of the goddess, the illumination, you know, the holding the illumination, and in some ways mimicking it until you get into this place of finding your own natural stride. And you know, what's that say? Like, fake it till you make it, or whatever. It's not exactly that, but it is, you know, finding how things work for you. Okay. And you're just so good at whatever it is you put your mind to. And, you know, I don't think that, the thing is, from the readings I've done, yeah, most of the goals, most of the things, your dreams, they're obtainable dreams. They're not unrealistic. It's not like you're setting yourself up to hurt your own feelings, right? To feel like you're going to fail and fail and fail. Well, we're all going to keep failing, right? Until we don't. And some of us, myself included, I get disheartened pretty quickly. So I have to make little goals that I can meet. And then I throw in some of the bigger ones. So if I miss a little bit or a lot, I'm not too distraught. And I know this. I'm like, I need to be coddled a little bit. And I know this about myself. Now, I don't think it's to that level with you, but I do think that you are reasonable about what you want. Okay? And I think that really there is the sense of clarity, the sense of, you know, striving for ease, contentment, fulfillment in ways that you can envision really happening. It's not wildly, you know, like a Leo or an Aries. And no offense to them, but, you know, a lot of these people, very type A, or, you know, very innovative, but also can, you know, be open to some deep misery because of that drive and things not aligning for them. But it's a little different, I think, for Pisces. You know, but that's not to say that you don't have big goals. You do. Big dreams too. Beautiful dreams. And, you know, I just feel like as I've been doing these readings, it's very clear to me that the Pisces that I'm reading for, I feel like the next year especially, but these next months, it's like, I just feel like it's not the peak of the work, right? But it is one of the high points. There will be some really important things coming to you and through you. And I feel like this will be a time that when you're older, you will look back on and you will think, These were some of the most profound times in my life. These were the most, maybe some of the most enjoyable, some of the most confident, very in tune with spirit. Okay. And I feel like there's a shift happening, and it's not just such a sharp shift that, you know, it can really disorient and throw you loose and you know, be hard to navigate. This is a slower thing. It's much more intentional. And I feel like it's so much more lasting because it is happening over time. But this is really a part where things are coming. It's like clicking into place. Really, something is just, it's so strong here. And I really want Pisces people to reach out in the comments or email or whatever. I just want to know what you all are doing. Like, what is going on? What's going on in your life that, you know, that you're finding your voice. And that's really what it is. The vision that you've had, this thing that you have been, like, you know, you've had it, and you've probably done different things throughout, but like, this is the thing. This is like the first big one, right? Maybe the first big career move. You know, maybe you're retired and now you have the time to really do the thing that you've been wanting to do your whole life. You know, your first big project, or the first project that really feels like it is coming from your soul, you know, something. I mean, it's something. So, I'm so interested. I'm so nosy about this. I want to know. But yes. Okay. So let's take a look. We also have, so we have a tooth, and that's good fortune. Okay. That means, this is the other thing. The monetary, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think that, I'm not seeing like you're winning the lottery, but I do think there is a movement towards more stability, a stability that is noticeable to you, okay? A little more wiggle room, okay? And that's good. That's a wonderful thing. And I feel like there's always just that underlying, and this is the same with the Cancer and Capricorn, I think. There seems to always be kind of just an underlying, kind of melancholy, you know, not necessarily just depression, but there's easily, not easily, but skittish. You can get skittish and just kind of shut yourself off from people, from whatever's going on. Okay, so, you know, that's something to keep in mind, which I know, you are yourself. You live your own life, so you know. This is something that happens with you. Just, as I told somebody earlier today, move wisely. You know, just keep your eyes to see open, right? Then really thinking about how you're going to decide to move, the decisions, the choices you're going to make here. Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at, can you get your tail over here, Mama? Okay. Thank you. Little baby. We're going to take a look at the Dreamers deck, and I'm just going to go ahead, and it's from the I Know collection. I'm going to flip through it here. I'm going to stop where it feels right. We're going to, I love you. Don't lick my face, so I don't like that. I do not. Okay, and it says, I know that life is only limited by my imagination. I am dreaming bigger. Okay. We were just talking. I said, you dream within reason. Well, you know what? Maybe I am wrong. And there's that flower. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know what? Maybe this is the shift. Shoot for the stars, really. Universe is telling you it's time to level up a little bit. You're meeting all your goals. You got to have bigger goals. All right, so Pisces, thank you for joining me during this bonus reading. Your next Pisces reading will be out on Wednesday. If you'd be so kind as to like the video, it really helps the channel a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, it is free. You can subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They mean so much to me. And I love hearing from you all. And also, as I said, I want to be a little nosy. I want to know what's going on. What are you doing? What are you, like, did you just get a big promotion? Did you start a company? I don't know. What is it? What is your big thing? So, anyways, I want to thank you, and we'll talk in just a few days away. All right, bye-bye.